Now, in between episodes, I have been reading comments as to why have you not been getting a Marnie? Because of course, she has the ability Emissary. Other cities within 9 tiles not owned by you lose 2 loyalty per turn. Well, the thing is, right, I haven't been getting it, not because it's not good, but it's just been negligibly good compared to other influences. Minus 12, for instance, being my art influence on these cities. Now, yes, I know it helps, and yeah, I should probably do it, but because you have to move her, every time is like 5 turns for her to get governance, and then she only, has minus 2, I will pick her up, but right now, Pingala's better fun. I'm going to pick up grants in the city. Once Pingala's finished, then I might go for her or Moksha, because I'm now getting a lot more faith, so that's quite fun as well. Yeah, I don't know, like, I appreciate, I know what people are saying, it's fair, but equally, I'm sort of a little bit like, yeah, why not? I'm never going to have any favour, am I? I can just tell already. Well, I mean, no city-states exist in the game, so really it doesn't matter what I pick, so I'll just pick the top option, and I'm going to, because it's voting up on Catholicism, because it's the top one as well. Go on top those, on each one. Is it going to work? No. What the game was going on there, I don't even know. Oh, how much niter did I get, by the way? Oh, it's all under the farms. Of course it is. Never mind. Oh, Amsterdam's under some. Okay, no, that's better, but still, that's a lot of farms to dig up. Why am I so keen on that? Well, as I say, it's making up like most of my economy, flogging this stuff wildly. Oh my word, that's Madrid. Madrid is just gone. That is Spain out the game. Okay. I mean, sure, go for it. Oh, and it's even got a spare district slot for me. Let's build a theatre square. What could go wrong? Second artist. Trust me, the artists are going to make this so much quicker. They are so powerful. In fact, Amsterdam just needs another piece over there. That's great. Art museum in Aachen, which is right. I mean, look how many cities are around that. That is a great place for my artists to go now. In fact, actually, no, saying that, just move them over to Aachen already from Amsterdam. Let's get that immediately working, and then you can take your stuff to Amsterdam. Lovely. Incans. I am beginning to explore South America now. Hopefully, there'll be a couple more great works here. I'm thinking Brazil, actually, is probably a good shout as to where they've all got to. Boulevard. 27 culture for him. Okay, he's absolutely not going to be one of the people to give me anything. Aid request, aid request. Yeah, I'm going to get involved in all the aid requests I can, because a diplomacy victory is still a possibility on such a large map. You just can't throw it away. What are we on at the moment? 1 point in the career on 3. So yeah, we're only 2 points behind the leader. You could think about that as I've only got 1 point, or that I'm 2 points behind the leader. Glass half full or half empty. Which one are you going for? Just picked up an amphitheatre in Frankfurt. Reina, off you go to my new Polish city. Again, just pushing. Building theatre squares everywhere I can. I've got enough gold income at the moment to be dealing with this quite nicely. And we're just throwing our books forward as we go. Ooh, that's an Egyptian city that's just flipped. And that has an amphitheatre in it. Whoa-hey! That's pretty cool. And there is a musician. Now, I think I've only got 1 slot for music, and that's the palace. So at the moment of limited use, but still, Bach is always good fun to have in my empire. Oh, another artist next turn. Every time I get an artist, it's just like another 3 influence dump in a particular city. Györ is about to flip. Where's Bat? Oh, that is a theatre square as well. So we're just about to pick up another theatre square on top of all of the others we've got. This is wonderful. Oh, Rome is now really starting to fall in all directions. I think I'm going to get to Sparta before that flips as well. There is Cure. Brilliant. It needs an amphitheatre. Well then, I feel like with all of these luxuries that I keep picking up from everybody, I can provide 517 gold just from selling those luxuries to Portugal. Ah, Portugal. Always really fair and balanced when it comes to the money that Portugal has in a game. In fact, I can immediately, in this city, go amphitheatre and then art museum. Don't forget, art museums, every time I put one down, I'm getting a bonus 2 artist points on top of the 2 that I get normally. So that's pretty cool. Oh, there's the Ottoman settler. Found it. Oh, that's such a shame. I wish you could just, like, ask the game politely to let them settle. That would be so cool. Who around me is in a dark age? Not many, but Scotland is. That's quite useful for me. Portugal's now in a normal age. That's good as well. Everyone else, though, is in normal, apart from Egypt, who's in a golden. That's a shame. I was trying to take Egyptian cities. Sweden, I was kind of pushing them anyway. Anybody else? No, everyone else sort of around me is in normal ages, including people like Poland, including people like Rome, and I think those are the biggest culprits, Norway as well. So that's good. The normal age, what's the golden age I should say, really works well for me. I'm going to go reform the coinage because I've got so much gold coming in and I want more. I need more. My faith I'm saving for just like great people purchasing, like being able to pick up engineers to get wonders. That sort of thing's really good. Seville. Okay. Didn't even realise this little African city was there, but it's got luxuries, so it's quite handy. And a harbour. I think it may have been at war briefly, but no more. Canada and America both have artwork at the moment. To keep an eye on that because I want it. America is asking for so much money for all of its like great works. They know what's going on. She says Canada. Canada's doing the same thing. Oh dear. The world is suddenly very, very stingy with their artwork. Yeah. I like to think that it's the AI going, hang on a sec, Ursa, we're not going to let you keep getting away with this, but it's not at all. It's just that they're going for culture victory, so they sort of, you know, it's more expensive to steal it. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try selling all of my luxuries here. Even the ones that I'm currently using, because I've got so many sort of things. Oh yeah, look at that. 44 gold per turn and 600 up front. Perfect. Norway is just bankrolling me at the moment. And then I'm going to go, because the world is so big and I don't have monopolies and corporations on. Yeah, look, most of them I can buy back. Not all of them, but most of them. And that's good. We want to have as much gold coming in per turn because it increases the speed of the snowball, which is the best bet. Lets me do things like building more theatre squares, like Kablamo, and amphitheatres, like so. Where else am I going to move Rena to now? What's the next best location? I think Lyon is good, but Braga is good. I'm London. Come on, move you to London. I want to start dealing with as much of the West as I can. If I can get rid of Portugal and Scotland, I can move all of my great works to the East and not worry about them. And look, it's the Pantheon bug again. Turn 138 I managed to get to with that one. It seems like if I take the game off and then reload it, like, you know, shutting it down, opening it up again, that's when the bug will hit worst. So, you know, what the game is teaching me is that I should never turn Civ off, ever. It should be permanently open on my computer for all time. Just having a look. Look at that. Scotland and Portugal have both got lots and lots of artist and musician points kicking out. So they actually have theatre squares themselves and they're doing projects with them. I mean, that's good because they have the districts, which means I can steal them. Look at all these great works. And 1, 2, 3, 4 Roman cities all now falling at the same time. Look, it's Constantinople. Nah, it's Istanbul. I will, however, put down a chateau. I haven't put any of them down yet, and I kind of fancy the era score, because, you know, era score in this game for me is going to be a huge problem. Cough. Buda. Okay, that's good. That should help keep Istanbul in check. Yeah, it does. Almost entirely already. And what's this? Is that a theatre square, my friend? Well then. Every time I take a city, it's just like, here are some more luxuries to sell. Marble, you say? Ah, yes. The world would like marble very, very much. Buda gets an art museum. Okie dokie. Right, what destruction can I unleash upon the city now? I love that. I'm getting mass media on one hand, which has Broadway, a theatre square with advertising and electricity and huge international stage shows, and also military tactics at the same time, so I can just go pokey with my pike. Like, the effect of them. I mean, that's ridiculous. Nika, I think that's the second to last Roman city now. Rome itself will fall very quickly. Oh no, look at that. Another amphitheatre. They really need to stop. Like, this is getting to the point where it's too kind now. Now we will get Armani. I'm going to put her in this Polish city. Am I going to get the appropriate permissions or promotions with her? Rome has fallen. We now own pretty much the entirety of Western Europe, apart from Portugal. Portugal's always done its own thing though, to be fair, so I have to respect that for the awesomeness that it is. Now, when looking at the Court of Love, it affects any city within 9 tiles. Now, that is from your city centre, not from the theatre square. So, for instance, if I take my super handy radius tool, which annoyingly I always have to put 10 in to get a 9 tile sort of marker, and I put it on, say, this city, you can see how many foreign cities now are affected by the radius of this city. That is 0. So what I'm going to start to do is use my trusty and foolproof Eleanor of Aquitaine technique of going plus, plus, plus at the front of the name of the city. That means whenever I look at the great works, that city will flick over to the left-hand side. I'll be able to see that, okay, right, this city does not need great works. Like, anything with a plus, plus, plus should be taken immediately out. Now, I'm just going to go through my cities quickly and just make sure. Like, for instance, Bibrax is affecting both of Portugal's cities and one of Scotland, so that one is absolutely fine. That's a good city. Utrecht as well is hitting Scotland's cities. Cume, on the other hand, now, again, is pointless. And now, that's interesting, because I believe Cume we were actually seeing as a bit of a priority city, but no more. So just by doing that, you see, look, I have some books in Frankfurt, which is now a city that doesn't need them. So we're going to move them out. And I think I'm going to stick them in. Madrid would be a good, fun place. I really want to take Portugal over. I'm just trying to think of where's needs be. How close is Portugal to flipping? Still 12 away. That's pretty dreadful. I could start throwing them towards London. Poland is still flipping though. So that's quite a useful thing. Rome would help me take out Egypt, but Egypt is in golden age right now. There's a lot of different competing facets here, and I'm not entirely sure what the correct answer is, but Poland is definitely flipping fastest. Okay, we'll send it over to the east. That's probably the best thing to do. And now London has a theatre square as well. Isn't that wonderful? Hooray! 117 points towards artists that turn. Nice. That's good. That's really good. Oh, I'm at war with Nubia suddenly. Why is that? Ethiopia. Oh, Ethiopia and Egypt are now at war with them. Okay, I think Nubia is either throwing their weight around or is being thrown around. One of the two. Oh, Krakow and Gori in the same turn. Oh, Poland, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's brutal. Oh, I am just dividing you up. And Dumfries as well. 3 in a turn. Okay, Scotland is finally going to start to fall. Oh, and that's an industrial zone. That's really good. I really don't have many of those. And another artist as well. Okay, well, I'm going to send the artist to London, I believe. And we just need to have another look at our cities, because I believe with that set of capturing, we probably... There we go. Look, Aachen is now no longer doing anything of use. So just keeping an eye on these. Oh, I love doing this. Fill up the quick deals mod. I have to say, that Canada game I did was very good fun, but oh my word, am I happy to see the back of it. Like, it's just like, bam, 800 gold just by selling a bunch of stuff. It's so good. And I know what people say, like, oh, this mod is sort of cheating, but it's not really cheating. It's just allowing me to speed up the trade deals I could find if I wanted to spend like 45 minutes per turn scouring the AI to, you know, find each individual deal. And yes, I know that's kind of part of the game and it's sort of part of the skill of the game, but sometimes it's like I actually unfortunately have other things to be doing in my day, and I really should probably be cracking on with them rather than just sitting here just trying to do the same thing over and over and over with trade deals. I know. I'm probably just like not really being convincing in this, but I'm just going to keep saying it as if people are going to believe me. Emissary. Okay, there you go. Look, I did it. Okay. You can all be happy now. Where is she in Roklaw? Okay, well, there we go. That's pretty much all of the northern cities, including some Russian cities, so that'll do something. Warsaw, I'm so sorry, Poland, but that didn't take long. That was probably one of the quicker empires to fall there. Oh, I'm getting loads of coal now. That's exciting. We just need to go and have a look and see where that's coming from. Just hit industrialization, but coal sells, there we go, look, for an absolute ton. That's 300 gold from 1 turn's worth of coal. I can't tell you how much I'm getting per turn. It's in the region of about 8 to 1200 gold a turn, just from all of the stuff that I'm taking. A combination of strategics and the sort of resources that I'm stealing. Look how many great works I've got as well. It's awesome. Another great writer. Thank you so much. You don't need to worry about great writers as much because you can pop them down anywhere you like. There you go, it's in Amsterdam. And you can just move all of the great writings out pretty much the same turn as you pop it down. Really not an issue. Very, very useful. So 1 source there. 1, oh, just in the desert by the end of my territory. Useful to know. 1 I've already improved there. 1 that's under an amphitheatre. That one is under a lumber mill, so that needs to be changed quickly. Through you go. And there's another one there. God, I have a lot of coal. Owning the whole of Europe is very useful. Potty! Oh, that's my number 2 favourite city. Well, hey, Canada's finally selling its artwork. Amazing stuff. Okay, cool. Right, they're just locked into Paris now. But that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. We're starting to get some real pressure on cities like Manchester, Lisbon, Porto. Yes. What will the world vote for this time? I think it wants to build units quicker, and I believe that it likes melee units. He says, not knowing at all what they're like. 39 people left in this. They're going to do melee and production. Did I just get 2 points? Did I just do that? Oh my god, I did. Haha! Perfect. 3 points versus Crease 4. I've caught up. I'm only 1 point behind the leader now. Whoa-hey. Methinks that democracy is going to be a good idea today. I like democracy. Democracy's good when you have this many trade routes to allies. Why trade routes? Well, I'm flooding new cities like Warsaw with all these amazing trade routes to be able to put theatre squares into them really, really quickly. It's a cunning plan. A cunning plan, I tell you. Now, the good thing about Dido is that she only gets her loyalty bonus on cities that are on the coast on her continent. And you can see she's mucked up her settling massively. This city, 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 and this city don't get the bonus. It is literally just her capital. So I'm hoping Dido won't act as like a sort of natural break when spreading across this continent. I hope. There's Sparta, by the way. Now Sparta's good because I think I was waiting on like Rome, for instance. Was that like the last city? No, it's not. Technically, Thebes is a city that needs to be in there as well. Is this Sparta's district? It is. Perfect. Well, in that case, I'm going to effectively now replace Rome with Sparta because whatever Rome did, Sparta will do better. Sometimes you look at this and you're like, which one is Paris's? It's this one. But it's like, why did I build them so close? I know why I built them so close. Look at that. Some amazing yields. I just realized that's really cool. If I press the power lens button, it turns from day to night. That's really cool. A new artist. That was 144 points per turn, and we're already up to the modern era artists, even though I'm in the Renaissance. That's crazy. Yeah, I might be doing a few theatre square projects in my empire. One of the ideas you can do is to get the bread and circuses going to sort of put some loyalty pressure on. If it really was like being a problem, I might do that. But the good thing about doing theatre square festivals over that is that you start to build up an impressive back catalogue of works. And once you've got that, well, no matter what theatre square projects you do, you're just going to catch back up. It's so much more powerful. What do you reckon? We're on 1,185 gold. With all of this going together, how much will I be on after? If you said 2,700, you'd be correct. Democracy! A-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Such a good government. We just skipped from stage 1 to stage 3 there, by the way. Wisselbanken, a New Deal combined, gives me an amazing set of cards. I'm just trying to think of the next best thing to do. I haven't actually got the Republican Legacy card in, Classical Republican Legacy card, so I need to think about picking that one up soon. Liberalism will do for now. It's not quite as good, but it's, you know, a little bit good. I mean, a lot of these diplomatic policy cards are just useless because there are no city-states in the game. Colonial taxes gives me 4 gold per turn. Woohey! Bring it in. My second musician I've just picked up though, with nowhere to put the things of music. This is the problem when you're not playing Void Singers. No, people don't like the fact that I'm a government. I mean, what government would you have liked, Coupe? I feel like there's no, you know, Classical Republic, oh come on. You're not even that excited about anything. And actually, before I forget, because I didn't forget, I have aid requests to finish. So I'm just going to give 1,800 gold or so to Tamiris quickly. And how much have I got to give to the Incans? Oh, like 1,400, 1,500? Okay. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. That's more than I've got. Right. I might have to just like sell a book or something. How much will a book give me these days on the market? No one's really got enough. Oh, that's annoying. That's really, really annoying, actually. Okay, well, maybe I'll have to just exchange some gold then. Is there anybody that's about to get knocked out of the game? Actually, I mean Portugal. Portugal are beginning to start flipping now. They are probably going to regret this pretty soon. Right, hang on. Who's going to offer me the best ratio of gold to gold? Yeah, Portugal will do it. I don't need that much. That seems like a lot. Hang on. Okay, 40 gold for 800 up front. It's going to cost me a little bit, but that is enough now to give to the Incans to hopefully win this as well. It's a bit cheeky, but you can do this after... Hang on, there we go. When it says 0, but you haven't got like the sort of official sort of finished screen, you can still win that. There you go. I won. Hurrah! That's 1 I won. And 2 I won. Oh, draw. That's a good thing I overshot slightly there. Blimey. Yeah, 4 victory points, however. That's good. That puts me now on to... What am I on? 7 points. Woohey. And just in time for Manchester to flip. I mean, you know, you can keep that one if you want. Oh yeah, finally though, some of these cities are now useless. Okay, Paris is affecting... No, 2 cities still. Okay, it's not as useless as I thought it might be then. Amsterdam is a couple cities as well. Okay, no, that's fine, that's good. As long as they're still useful, I don't mind. Military emergencies? Nah, that's not my kettle of fish, really. Not a huge fan of that. Here we go. Aid request. There's another aid request there. And a military emergency, but it doesn't give me diplomatic favour for winning it. I'm losing like 30 per turn. So I'm just going to put all my votes into that one. Normally aid requests go through by like 7 million different votes. Oh, was that my niter just blown to bits again? You need to stop blowing my niter to bits. There we go, let the aid request went through. 72 votes. Hooray. Woohey! Everybody's favourite bug is back. Yay! There we go. It is Brazil who has the remaining artwork. Right. We're going to take this. I'm going to have to go through all of the steps just to make sure that like nothing is going to be missed out here. Just move some stuff around, make sure we've got some slots available. And now, what do you want for your stuff? Not much. That is very handy because artwork right now is exactly how we are going to make this work. Now, I'm putting pressure down on Portugal. I really need Portugal to be just done so that I can close off all of these western cities and move all of my artworks to the north and to the east, because right now everything's being spread a bit. Portugal, just go away, please. There we go. Squeezing them now. Squeezing them now. I can now make rock bands, and the good thing about rock bands is that you can give them, I think, is it Indie Rock or one of the other promotions that let them take 40 loyalty off a city with every performance. Now that is really good. What you do have to wait for, however, is I believe the Hallyu card, which is kind of up in this direction. And I want to get that first because that guarantees that you get the promotions you want. And until that point, I just can't be risking that. So yeah, we'll just work on this for now. In the meantime, don't mind if I just stick a breathtaking neighborhood down. Oh, thank you so much. Mapoche. I really thought that it was going to be them that had the remaining artworks, but it wasn't. It was Brazil. Of course, it was always going to be Brazil. Why was I ever surprised by that? I don't even know. Another musician? Wouldn't that be great if I had somewhere to actually put down things of music? Oh, look, it's broadcast centres. Oh, for you. Oh, Stockholm. That's a pickup and a half. Very nice. What's this one got? A theatre square and nothing in it, you say? It's now got an amphitheatre and an art museum. Whoa-hey! perfect stuff. Now, again, I've seen a couple of comments asking me why am I not picking up archaeological museums. Well, they are useful, it's true, but art is much more handy because once it goes through the cooldown, you can just chuck it from one city to another, and it works really, really well at just sort of like being quite flexible in that way. I prefer it, I think. I'm going to move from Trier to Stockholm because Stockholm does everything a little bit better. Right, that's another retirement. Yes, Berestal City's within range of it, but I would prefer all of these pieces of art to be somewhere different. We didn't actually have anything in it. Never mind. Never mind. Gonna pick up Eiffel quickly. Gory now has a theatre square on top of all of the others. That's great. This is much closer to the front line in this city. And literally anything that Buda can do, which is one city, Gory can do better, but Buda was already turned off. What about Istanbul? That doesn't have a district in it. This one. Okay, like we've got too many decent cities now that I want to be putting artwork in. This is why getting rid of Portugal is suddenly like such a big priority for me. Saying all of that, I do have a bunch of antiquity sites available to me now. Oh, I love Portugal. I really get jealous every time I see them having a game on TSL. I love Portugal TSL, but look at all these particular traders just having a laugh. Beautiful. I've decided for the purposes of just role-playing this game, I'm not going to try and go to space. I'm going to just see if I can court of love my way either to a culture victory, which is slowly happening, unbelievably. Culture victories are glitched on 50-player maps, by the way. They don't work, because what happens is that anyone that's coded in to be player 1 to 20 works normally, and anyone player 21 upwards, which is the remaining 30 civs, the mod that I use to bring that many people into the game doesn't work properly. So look, do you see with this one, I've got 416 tourism per turn, and a tourism of 0 over the lifetime. That means that Mansa Musa has been put in somewhere between 21 to 50 slot, which means I never get tourism with them, no matter how good my tourism is. The same with Peter, with Canada, with Tamira. So basically I'm trying to get tourism from like a restricted amount of people, and it's really random who gets picked as being in that 1 to 20 slot. You can see the ones that I have been getting because I have started to get some tourism. But like Australia, Mayans, America, Ethiopia, a lot of these people don't exist near me, which is really good. Actually, most of these people are European, but like Dido, for instance, could be a problem because she's European. And I don't know how many people of like the Netherlands or Germany or Rome were 1 to 20. And by taking them out of the game, I might have made culture victories now and impossible. So we'll see. I don't know if a culture victory is possible or not, but diplomatic victory I can try and get because on these large maps there are enough aid requests and other sort of things that mean that I can sort of try and go. I can try and do something clever to try and get a diplomacy victory. Now I'm rushing the Hermitage in Madrid because Lisbon and Porto are just being so bloody annoying. I'm bringing in the big bombs. Eiffel. Let's get this shit done. Myself a wonderful new artist as well. I'm going to put her all into Potti, I believe, because these pieces of art are going to take ages to get moved out. So I think I'm going to just stick them there. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trevor Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjit, Kroger Brand, Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard and Portland for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who comments and likes. Thank you!